Hello, welcome back to the CloudFrontDesk tutorial. This video tutorial is about how we add bills to the guest folio so that later we can print whatever bills are worn to the guest. In this video tutorial, we will discuss adding external bills. Room bill, because actually in the CloudFrontDesk the room bill is automatically charged at the time of the night audit, so during the night audit, each room already has a bill from the price of each room. Later, we will explain about the room bill through the night audit in a separate post. Now we will learn about bills outside the room. For example, there are laundry bills for minibars or restaurants and so on. Later we will explain here. As for posting settlement payments, it will be explained in another video. Okay, now we will try to add billing in one of the one guest, where later we will see perub hold on to the guest bill. Okay, for example, now we go to the cashier for the guest folio, so each of the guests actually has a guest folio list. As seen in the guest folio list, there are several columns. Later there will be a special column that is seen by the cashier. There are two columns related to this number. For example, room 221 on behalf of Jimin, the daily rate is 120, so this daily rate is the room rate, so daily, so the room is billed every day for 120,000. This balance is an outstanding bill, so the outstanding bill is what is in this column is an unpaid bill, meaning if, for example, it has contents, it means that there is a guest, the guest still has an actual bill. If there is zero, it means he has no bill and can check out, whereas if it is a minus, it means he has a deposit. So, there's still no bill, but he's already paid, so there's a deposit. Made in the form of numbers, a minus is that there is a daily deposit rate. The daily room rate is the daily room rate. One of our examples. For example, this is 170,000. This is in the name of Brienne Foster. Let's see the guest folio. What's in room 231 of Brian Foster? We click on the bill. Now, let's see. Here 170, is this the balance is 170, there is only one bill that was billed for the room last night, so this is the room bill last night, and he didn't have a deposit, so he has a hanging bill. For example, we will try to add a bill other than this room. For example, minibar. Well, if this is an add to transaction, this is the column that will add to this bill. Later to add this to this, but this must have contents, so this must be selected first to fill in this. Select post. For example, we choose this. There are for basic choices for this room charge, which is actually automatic. Later, if there is a new addition, put here payment to check out for this FB charge payment from food and beverage, and this is other charge that is outside of food and beverage. Try, for example, choose a room charge first, room charge. Now, there is a list of rooms, yes. A list of rooms, here, if we choose something else, usually this payment is a list of payments. In cash, there is a refund, there is a guest deposit, and so on. For example, it will be made later to a credit card. You can also use a credit card. Then FB charge, there is a mini bar. Resto American breakfast. Now this is a group of food and beverage. Then there are others, there is laundry, transport and massage, and beverage. Then, I choose this minibar. This is already an example, yes. I have given the code that if the minibar is selected, it will be 10%, service 11% tax. This can actually be discarded later. This is just to indicate that it will be affected like this. Okay, I select for example, I choose 100,000. So if I add to bill, are you sure want to add this transaction to this bill? Okay, add bill was successful. Then I added 170 earlier, charged 100. Just because the tax and service was 10% tax, and sorry, 10% tax 11% service appears here, 10%, service from 100 tax 11%, from 100. Then automatically the total is 121, 170 plus 121, equals 291 so about, adding a bill to the guest bill, later we will vary the variations. We will explain how to make this. There is a 10% tax 11% service. What if this includes tax and service? What if for example only 10% tax, and we will explain later, in another video. Okay, so before we close this we can print this bill by clicking the print button below, then we will be presented in PDF, form the bill file from Brian. Earlier now if we click on the print position then an invoice from the bill will appear. Now, just print it like this, it will be printed in the column to the right. Yes, I will close it like that. How to add a guest bill? You have to select it first, then add it to the bill. Next time O is not selected, I can't, or for example I didn't choose this, for example, just filled it out, I added it, it didn't work because it was empty. Yes, it's like that. I hope it's useful and understandable. Thank you.